the injury side of things. Shayne and I have had conversations about it. We've brought on experts about it because obviously Shayne did a very good job of staying healthy and saw the internal the internal makings of the team and how that all goes. But it's still, even for we were just talking about the mental side of the game and how he coaches young men with that, but it's still very hard to kind of, there's so many different issues, Shayne, that can be involved in the injury side of things that it's hard to kind of delineate, well, okay, so the NFL as a whole is experiencing this, but then some teams experience it more than others, and that kind of goes in waves. Like the Ravens were a team that were very heavily injured the last few years, and then now it seems to be the Lions. I don't think that's our market talking. I think in general they are one, over the last couple years, they are one of the heaviest injured teams in the NFL, along with actually the Ravens and some other ones. So, you go to, is that how they practice? Is that, we've talked about some of the rule changes. We've talked about different things, but it's a hard thing to put your finger on because there's about 10 factors that participate in it too.
And you have people that sit in offices also trying to figure those things out, that are making decisions. And what happens is there's always a scapegoat. I think a lot of times, the obvious answer is what's going on in the training room. Is there something in the training room that's not right? I don't think that's necessarily always the case, because sometimes these are acute injuries that happen because of some, awkward landing or contact or something like that. Sometimes when you have the non-contact kind of soft tissue injuries, the next person on the chopping block is usually the strength coach. Are they being prepared? Are they being strengthened? Or all of these things. And usually when you look in the weight room of every NFL team, those workouts are designed to almost really maintain more so than build and develop like they do in college. It's a completely different type of workout style, because they figure these guys are professionals. Most of them are going to do a lot on their own, but they do have team activity and team protocol for things. But almost every team's off season, from the time the season ends to the time they start back up, when the team reports in, say, April for team workouts, is that strength staff has done all this research on all the injuries they went through that year. And they try to come up with some sort of routine protocol that addresses those injuries.